right, we are on. You're welcome to another inventRight.com TV show. Steven's looking out the window at the birdies as usual. What do you got outside the window there, Steven?
Well, we've had snow, and we need snow, and it's beautiful.
I'm in the desert. There's no snow here. Just beautiful sun, but it's beautiful up there in Tahoe. Absolutely gorgeous.
So, Andrew, let's talk about what do people really need to license an idea? Because apparently you need a fancy office.
No, I think people they feel like they need a lot more. They feel like they're not enough to call and contact these companies.
Okay,
and
Andrew.
Steven and I are here to say you're only as good as the product you're currently showing. It's all about that product. You don't need to create this impression you're big.
Yeah, but Andrew, I've never done this before.
I don't care.
And I don't have a resume. And I'm not you, and you've done a lot of it. So what do you say to someone like that?
Throw it out the window. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. It's all about that product. So when you approach a company, it's that sell sheet, it's that video, it's the benefit of the product that you're selling. You do not need to be a captain of industry. When you license a product to a company, you're not selling yourself. You're not trying to raise venture or vulture capital, and somebody's going to give you a bunch of money, and you're going to run a business, and they need to know, is this person knowledgeable enough to run a business, like that whole Shark Tank thing. It's not important when you're licensing.
So I look at it this way. It doesn't matter what you did last week. It doesn't matter what the last product you did or you've done a product at all. All that matters is the product you're showing today.
Yeah, and you don't need to be a captain of industry. You don't need to impress them with your business acumen. You just need to be easy enough to deal with. That's lowering the bar, isn't it, Steven? So up here, it's like I got to show that I've.
Yeah, but Andrew, don't I have to go out? Don't I have to go out and make a presentation on the tabletop and have some really good selling skills and be really prepared? Don't I have to do that?
All via phone and via email. So if you don't want to comb your hair, you want to call them in your jammies. I think it's better to get dressed. You can do it. It's all via phone and via email. Complete and utter waste of time. Over the 14 years I've been doing this, Stephen, I've had a few students that insisted on going out and meeting with them because the company asked for it. I said complete and utter waste of time. Every single one came back, said $2,000 to $3,000 travel bill. We got nothing. We got like this much done. Because that's not the way licensing works. It's like get a little here, a little here, a little here, and after a couple months.
So I don't need a fancy car. Do I need a website? How about business cards on a website? Do I need that?
You don't even need business cards. When you go to your first trade show, you want to get business cards. But until then, the only thing you need for your corporate identity, which is not even a logo, they could care less about your logo. They could care less about your company name. So just use your full surname and designs. Stephen Key Designs, Andrew Krauss Designs.
Well, do I need a website?
No, you don't need that. You shouldn't have a website, actually. So when you send an email, you have an email signature. Kindest regards, Stephen Key Designs, phone number, email. Make sure it's a phone number that doesn't ring the kids screaming on it. Could be your cell phone. Okay. Hi, Stephen Key Design. Don't need a big phone system. They're not going to call you 90 times out of 100. They're going to email you. But if they do need to call you, don't have kids screaming on it. So your email signature, that's your business card. You're not going to be sending business cards. You're not going to be mailing stuff. You're going to be emailing it. If you do at some point, you'll need a letter.
But don't I need to live in a big city?
No, we've had students in 40 countries. I had this one woman from some French Polynesian island with a population of like nothing. We have people in Europe. We have people in Asia, people in Canada, the U.S., people in small towns.
What about time zones? I'm in another country. How do I work with people in a different time zone?
You need to make a little bit of effort. You need to make a note of all the companies you're trying to license to and see, there's a 3-hour time difference. I'll make those calls when I get back from work or early in the morning or whatever.
Andrew, don't forget, a lot of these companies now have online submissions.
That's true, too.
So you could submit at 1 o'clock in the morning. Who cares? It doesn't matter anymore.
So let's cover what we already have, and maybe we'll add a few things. They could care less about your logo. Do they want you to have a company name? Yeah, just use your phone.
Yeah, but do I have to have a business entity? Do I have to run out and file an LLP, or do I need to incorporate?
You're not selling anything. So until you do your first licensing deal, you can do that when you're towards the end of your first licensing, and people go, then I have to tell them I want to do this deal under another company. Who cares? They care about your product. They don't care about that. So if you get to a point where you're about to close a deal, you just say, hey, I want to do under this new LLC or this new corporation I filed, because you always want to protect yourself and do that. But until then, what is somebody going to slip and fall on your sell sheet? I mean, you're not selling anything. You're not selling ladders door to door, and somebody's going to sue you. Now, contact your legal advisor or your accountant. Your liability is very, very low. But if you're
okay, so
tells you to do that,
so
go ahead and do it.
you're telling me I don't need a fancy office. I don't even need business cards. I don't need a website. I can live anywhere. I can contact them anytime.
Yeah.
I need a phone. Okay, I need a phone.
No, you don't even need a phone. If you have Skype on your computer and an internet connection, you can call via Skype with $10 in there. It's 2.5 cents.
Now, do I need a patent?
No, you need a provisional patent for $65. That's it.
So I've never done this before. I'm inexperienced. Does it matter?
I think you need good advice on the process. Licensing is...
I've never invented anything before. I don't have a product on the market. Does that matter?
No, they don't care. They don't care about that. In the 14 years we've been doing this, I've had 3 students in that entire history that a company asked me, what have you done before? And I gave them an answer. They don't care. They do
Andrew,
not
you
care.
really don't need much.
You don't need to...
You know what you need?
You just need the cojones to get your sell sheet out there.
You know what you need, everybody? You need a good idea.
No, you don't even need that, Stephen. You just need. Okay, good. You said good. I thought you said great. You don't need a great idea, just a good idea.
All right, you need a good idea, and I want to make that real clear, you guys. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can have a small improvement on an existing idea. Show them how to sell more product. It's as simple as that. And I always go back and I show my little Michael Jordan wall ball. It's this little basketball game. And it's like, what did you do? Well, instead of having a square backboard, I just put Michael Jordan on the back.
Yeah, you didn't need to be a rocket scientist. No offense, Stephen, to invent that. It was creative. And, the first year you're in $100,000 in royalties, right?
It sold for 10 years. But the point I'm trying to make was I didn't reinvent the wheel. I just showed them how to sell more. And so it doesn't have to be an A product. It could be a C product. In fact, I see some really great ideas. In fact, we got this email from some guy the other day that he's gone crazy because of all these other ideas are making money. And he says he's got these true complicated inventions that really do things that don't make any money. And you're like, well, it's not about that. It's about...
The slight variations on existing stuff is quite often the easiest to license. We have plenty of students that have really wow, that's cool. We got
but there are a few. I mean, we've got some pretty remarkable ideas too, but the majority are you're not reinventing the wheel. You're not curing cancer. You're not doing these big ideas or small ideas, you guys.
If you want to, you can, but the smaller ones are easier to license. I want to bring up also on the website, the reason why you don't need a website is because they only care about the existing product. You can just attach a sell sheet. And if you ever have a website, don't put your products up on it. It should be nothing more than a splash page. We design and license new products, so-and-so design, but it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah, but what if I've got all these other ideas and I want to put them up there to show them how creative I am?
It's a big distraction. They see all these other things. It's a giant distraction. Don't do that.
I love it.
It will not. And sometimes people go, "Oh, that'll impress them." They can see what an inventor I am, and all my. No, it's just a big giant distraction.
Okay.
They're giving you that 6 to 10 seconds to look at your product. It's a distraction.
Good.
So this is meant to be very empowering to say you don't need to be a captain in the industry, tell you all those things that you don't need to make an impression. It's just about the product you're currently showing. There's no difference between you and Mr. Stephen Key here that's licensed over 30 products. None. It's all about that product you're currently showing. Zero. In some countries,
I hate to say that, but it's true.
In some countries, that doesn't mean A-OK or zero. It means something else. You got to be careful about that.
All right.
Anyway, take care, everyone. Keep inventing. Give us a thumbs up below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've been helping our students license products for the last 14 years. We went and coaching them. Am I not talking fast enough for you, Steven? All right. Take care, everybody. Keep inventing. Bye.